Okay, so I'm going to show you the quick and easy fix for the EufyVac 11, I believe this model is, 2 beep error, which is the front bumper getting stuck. So if you're having this issue, where it obviously thinks it's hitting something, and eventually just turns around in a circle, and then we'll error out here within a few seconds. And then we can jump to how to actually fix this problem, assuming your vacuum isn't under warranty anymore and you don't want to throw it away. So there it is. 2 beeps, flashing light, as the bottom indicates that's a front bumper stuck error, and we'll show you how to fix that. All right, so there's a rather simple fix for this problem. As you can see, this is a EufyVac 11 here. I'm going to go ahead and take a small Phillips screwdriver here. This is a PH1, but just a normal small Phillips screwdriver will work. There are 6 screws located underneath this vacuum, the front bumper. If you flip it over, you'll notice that my vacuum has eaten up some carpet here, which it loves to do also, but that's an issue for another day. For the price, this vacuum is pretty good at what it does, but it is not without problems, that's for sure. I also had a brush error originally, which I had to take off, remove, and lubricate to get that to stop. Okay, so once the 6 screws are out, you'll see that this bottom plate actually just pulls up. That goes off to the side. This plate right here comes off. Kind of have to lift the vacuum a little bit. Don't pull too far, because you'll see that there's actually inside of here is a little plug. You can get a little better shot of that. So you'll need to gently remove that. Don't pull in the wires, pull in the actual plug itself if you can, and gently side to side. If you're used to using those, it's pretty easy to remove. And you'll see right away, there's actually 2 locations where it has sensors. Right here, when this bumps this, it thinks it's hitting the wall and backs up. There's a second one over here, and this one is obviously stuck in, that you'll see. And if I kind of flick it, then it's back out. So when you bang on the front of it, it sometimes pops back out, but this is obviously what's causing that problem. It gets stuck in here. Clearly a design flaw. You can see even by just doing it by my finger, it eventually gets stuck by itself. It's getting bound up in the plastic. So there's a couple of ways to rectify this. Probably the easiest, that most people would have a tool at home. You could file in here. That would be an option. Another way would be to simply use a utility knife. Now keep in mind that my vacuum is not under warranty anymore, so obviously I'm assuming a procedure like this would void the warranty, but this seems to provide no actual functionality to the vacuum. This particular part of plastic, it just was manufactured or designed poorly. So you could probably file this down as well, but I found that the utility knife seems to work pretty well for this particular job. You're just going to kind of, cut out a little bit of plastic here, widen this hole a little bit, try to avoid getting too much back in there. I'm not sure for what reason, but I can't imagine it's helpful for the unit at all. Now we've gotten it back to this point, and you'll see that's not hanging anymore. So I believe at this point, we're good to go. You can try it with your finger. It's not getting tied up on that. And it's gonna be as simple as get some of that out of there in case it's in there. And go ahead and reconnect this plug here, which once again is very simple to do. Just kind of rest this back on the front panel so it's centered. There we go, and you can feel it kind of bounce in and out. Just make sure it's centered on there where it should be. And I'm going to go ahead and replace this ring. Make sure this is in the proper position. And everything should kind of just set in place pretty easily. And then we're going to go ahead and put back in our 6 small Phillips screws here. Now, is this something you should have to do? Definitely not. But, like I said, if you have the vacuum, you don't feel like throwing it in the garbage, and you want to get a little bit more life out of it, it's worth the 5 minutes, at least in my opinion, to keep it moving. So unbelievably, this is actually a refurbished vacuum, so they must have fixed something on it at one point, but it seems like there's just one error after the next on these particular units. But whatever the case, it should be better. We'll see if this fixes the problem here after one more screw. And I'm just going to check it and make sure that we've got good movement here. Seems like we do. All right, test number 2. We're gonna go ahead and flip it on and give it a shot. And there we go. It's off.